What's up, fellow card fighters? StereoDragonGravity here today with Nightrose versus Overlord. Our starting Vanguards are already in the face-up position. Of course, I'm using Lizard Soldier Conroe, and Nightrose, Ghoulie Shade, rides into Fatal Shade and passes the turn. Overlord now rides into Lava Flow Dragon and attacks. Take the attack and drive checks a stand trigger. Nightrose rides into Malt Treat Shade and goes ahead and swings at the Vanguard for 14k. Take the damage, drive checking no triggers. Riding the grade 2 for Overlord, Glow Heater Dragon, and Glow Heater Dragon's effect to reveal an Overlord to keep it 10k base for my turn and so forth. Go into Conroe and search my deck for a grade 1 or less. Got Conroe, also activate its effect and search for the Destiny. Dropping a Nahalem for the Conroe and calling a Nahalem and Griffin and attacking the Vanguard, which they take, and attacking my Vanguard, drive taking a Perfect Guard. Nightrose's turn now to ride into grade 3. Vampire Princess of the Starlight, Nightrose, calling a grade 2 and a grade 1 and hollow it. Attacking the Vanguard for 15k, so magic number against my Vanguard right now. I guard with a 10k. Swings for 16 with the Vanguard. Decide to take it. Does get the crit and a grade 2, so I take 2 damage. Nothing revealed there. Overlord's turn now, so I can ride a grade 3 and stride. I ride Dragonic over the Destiny and activates on-ride skill, Soul Blasting 1 to retire the grade 2 on rearguard. And activate my grade 1's effect, retire it, and stride into an Overlord. And Destiny's skill will also activate, allowing me to retire and search the top 7 for an Overlord and add it to my hand. I find Dragonic over the Legend and proceed to shuffle my deck. Activating the Purge's skill, flipping up a G unit from my G zone, and moving an Overlord from my hand in the soul, dealing a damage to my opponent's Vanguard, and any trigger effects will be negated. Calling Glow Heater and Inspire Yell. Attack with Glow Heater, activating Inspire Yells because my Vanguard becomes blazing. I can replace it and giving +5 to my rearguard Nahalem and shuffle the stand trigger back into the deck. And Glow Heater attack for 18k since it does gain 2k for each damage my opponent has as long as I have a grade 4 Overlord. Attack with the Purge. I don't have GB3, so it's just 33 triple drive, but my Nahalem will gain +5k due to its ability. When my Overlord attacks, it will gain 5k. She goes and G guards into Negro mode, getting a bunch of shields depending on how many cards are in the drop zone. There are 6 cards in the drop zone, so Negro mode gets +5k and also throws down a 10k shield. So guards for 2 to pass, drive checking 1, 2, 3. I get a crit trigger and I give it all to Nahalem. So Nahalem is now 26 crit 2 at the Vanguard because it does gain +2 when it attacks if you have an Overlord on your turn. And she dropped 2 10s to guard that. And the turn passes. Discarding grade 3 to stride into Eclipse Dragon Bulk Jumble Dragon. Activating Nightrose skill, call 1 from the drop zone. Calling grade 3 Nightrose. Activating the dragon's ability, revealing the top 4. Since he gains +5k for each non-trigger revealed and discard it, so he'll gain +20k. Also, if there were 2 triggers revealed, I believe he would also call something back. But he still will gain the power, which is quite nice. So he'll swing for 46 to Vanguard. I do have the Perfect Guard, so do I decide to use it? Yes, I do. I Perfect Guard it. Does hit a stand, giving everything to the rear guard. Second check, third check, also hitting a heal, giving the power to rear guard. And attacking for 21 to the Vanguard. Take the damage, and I also hit a heal trigger. Now Overlord's turn. Go ahead and stride by discarding the Legend into another Dragonic Overlord the Purge, activating the Destiny's on-stride skill to retire and check the top 7 for an Overlord. And no Overlord is revealed with this effect, so do I have another Overlord? Yep, I'm flipping something face up. I do have another Overlord in hand. It goes into the soul and deal damage to my opponent's Vanguard and trigger is negated. Attack with 18k to the Vanguard with Glow Heater. Takes the damage. Attacks the Vanguard for 33. Quintet Drive. Nahalem will gain 5 and goes into a G-Guard once again. Soul Blasting 1 to gain 5 for every 5 in the drop zone. Has 15 in the drop zone. So Negro Mode has a total of 41k shield, as well as Nightrose drops a 5k shield from hand. Quintet Drive checking a draw trigger, give everything to Nahalem and drawing a card. Second check, Perfect Guard. Third check, Heal Trigger, can't heal but give everything to the rear guard. Drive and check a Nahalem and a Destiny. So not enough to break through that shield, but was able to power up the Nahalem on rear guard by 10k. Swing at the Vanguard for 26k. Checks the damage and no heal trigger, and that is game. And now on to game 2. Nightrose will start us off again. Ride, Swordmaster Mimic, and pass the turn. Overlord's turn, draw, ride, Lava Flow Dragon. Swings at the Vanguard, drive checks a critical trigger, dealing 2 damage. Nightrose's turn again. Rides, Pirate Swordsman Columbard. Calls another one to rear guard, and swings with the rear guard for 9k at the Vanguard. Taking damage, it is the Destiny. Swinging at the Vanguard, drive checking a critical trigger, and damage checking the Legend. And another Destiny, that's 3 Overlords in the drop zone. Stand and draw, ride a Glow Heater Dragon, reveal a Overlord to keep it 10k base. Counterblast, use Conroe Soldier's skill to search the deck for a grade 1 or less. Get a Lava Flow Dragon, and shuffle. Swing at the Vanguard for 10k base. Drive checking nothing and damage check nothing. It's now Nightrose's turn again. Stand and draw. Ride. Vampire Princess of Starlight. Nightrose. Calls a Rough Seas Banshee and moves it to the soul with its skill to draw a card. Calls a grade 1, Fatal Shade. Swings for 16 to the Vanguard from the rear guard. Guard with the 10k shield. Attack with Nightrose to the Vanguard. No guard, drive checking a Perfect Guard and a critical trigger, dealing 2 more damage. Though Overlord does hit a heal and gets 1 Overlord into the drop zone, so you can start cycling. Overlord rides into Dragonic Overlord the Destiny. Activate its on-ride skill, Soul Blasting 1, to target a rear guard circle and retire all units in that circle. Retire the grade 1. Discarding Lava Flow to stride. Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Overlord the Purge. Activating Destiny's on-stride skill. Counterblast 1. Yep, I think I forgot to retire, but I still search. And do I find an Overlord? No, I do not. No Overlord in the top 7, so I go ahead and shuffle and proceed to my main phase. So I do realize I forgot to retire off that, but I can use my grade 2's effect, Burning Horn Evolute, on call to retire. And activating the Purchase skill, moving an Overlord to the soul, dealing a damage. Calling a grade 1 behind Burning Evolute, and swinging for 16, 4 cards in the damage zone, so that's plus 8, 24 to the Vanguard. guard with 2 10Ks and activate the Chappie the Ghosty. 2 search the deck and mill 1 card and shuffle. Swing with the Purge for 26 triple drive. It gets perfect guarded. Triple drive, I get a heal. That's quite nice. Get another Overlord into the drop zone so I can start cycling later. Giving 5 to the rear guard in case I hit a stand. Drive check a grade 2. And a lava flow. So no stand trigger, unfortunately. I do run some just for that extra pressure. Nightrose's turn. Discarding a grade 1 stride enabler to stride into Eclipse Dragon Hulk, Jumbo Dragon. Activating Nightrose's Counterblast to call something from the drop zone, and he loses his restraint as well. That is the Stormride Ghost Ship, an interesting choice to run in Nightrose. Jumbo Dragon's effect, milling 4 cards, and since 2 were normal, 2 were trigger, he will gain plus 10k, and she can also call something back from the drop zone. Call a grade 2 Columbard. Swing at the rear guard with Columbard for 9k. And I don't choose to guard it. Swings with the Vanguard for 46 at the Vanguard. Nullify it with a Protect Orb, triple drive, nothing, but she did drive check that perfect guard, so that will help later. Swinging with the rear guard and take a damage. So Overlord's not 4 damage. Stand and draw. Beginning of ride phase, Soul Blast 1 to retire anything in a circle. Retire the grade 2, Columbard. Stride into the Purge once again. Counterblast. Check the top 7 for an Overlord. And nothing revealed once again. Shuffle the deck. And proceed to the main phase. Call a grade 2. Swings at the Vanguard for 26. Guard it with the perfect guard. Drive check 1, drive check 2, get a critical trigger. Drive check 3. Drive check 4, get a critical trigger, so everything to the rear guard. So it's swinging with 3 critical. 35k at the Vanguard. Guards with 2 10ks and intercepts for 36. Nightrose turn now. Stand and draw. Discard a grade 3 to stride into Mist Phantom Pirate King, Nightrose. On stride effect for Nightrose, Counterblast 1 and call something from the drop zone. Calling that ship once again and giving him plus 3. And of course he loses restraint. Attacking with Nightrose and activating her effect to call 2 from the drop zone and call them to different rows. So calling a ship and a grade 1 Fatal Shade to boost. And of course it will lose restraint. Nullify the Vanguard with Protect Orb Dragon. Discarding a critical trigger, drive checking 1, 2, and 3. Get a heal trigger and that Sentinel in hand from those drive checks, so those are pretty nice. Will help with the defense next turn. Swing 14 at the Vanguard. Guard with the 10k. Swing with the ship with its boost and take the damage. Damage check a stand trigger. Activating her grade 1 skill to put it back into the deck and call something. And I do believe stand and draw for Overlord, but she does realize that her card cannot call a grade 1, so she changes it and calls out a grade 3 Nightrose. So back to Overlord's turn. stride into Zygenberg. On stride skill, counterblast 1, retire 1, and check the top 7 for an Overlord. And I need to find something off the search. I find Dragonic Overlord the Legend, and shuffle my deck. Calling the Harlem. Calling a Doombringer High Flame. Showing 2 Overlords in my drop zone and putting them back in my deck. And drawing a card since I put back 2. Swing at the rear guard for 17k. Swing at the Vanguard with Zygenberg, giving +5 to Nahum since my Overlord attacked. Nullify the attack. Triple drive. I do hit that crit and give everything to Zygenberg because he is going to restand. Drive check a 2 and a grade 1. Activating Zygenberg's ability, counterblast 1 and restand. No discard. -2 drive. Swinging 31 crit 2, 1 drive. Nahum will also gain 5. And no guard. Drive check a draw trigger, giving everything to Nahum. And drawing a card. So she is at 5 damage now, swinging for 32 from Nahum to the Vanguard. Goes ahead and G-guards into Negro mode. We check to see how much in her drop zone. She does have enough in her drop zone, but we both miss the fact that she did not Soul Blast, so bit of a misplay there. Stand and draw, swing and swings at the Vanguard for 16, unable to stride. G-guard with a Bid Salam, plus 40k shield. And she does triple drive by mistake. I know that's easy to do, because I've done it myself. Using the grade 1 High Flame skill to stride into Overlord by retiring it. Calling grade 1, shuffling into my deck 2 Overlords, and drawing a card. Activating Dragonic Overlord the Ace's effect, counterblast 2, flip a copy, and he becomes Twin Drive and gains his strongest ability. Swing for 27 to the Vanguard from Glow Heater. G-guards into Negro mode once again, but again no Soul Blast, hashtag misplay. Attack with the Ace. Get a draw. Get a stand. Damage checks a heal trigger. Got a heal trigger at 5 damage. Healing a card. Activating the Ace's skill, discarding an Overlord and one other card to stand my Vanguard. And gain +5. Swing for 25 from Glow Heater. Guard for 26. Swing with the Ace for 31. Drive checking 2 grade 1s and no heal trigger this time, and that's game.
Are you ready to fight?